Hey there, Tall Man Clan. Welcome to the show. I am Robert, aka the Tall Man. This is the lovely Lisa, my beautiful wife. Welcome to the show. We are coming to you live at this very moment from the world's newest ship, the Celebrity Ascent. We have just left St. Thomas. Well, actually, we left St. Thomas, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours ago. We had an early departure on our way to the Dominican Republic, and then one more day at sea, and then the inaugural cruise is over. We want to thank all of you for being with us tonight. Kelman Explorers, welcome to the Tall Man Clan. We will give you one of these. Welcome to the show. We appreciate it. And I'm sure you said you found our channel. We've been streaming live every single night. And so for those who are new, like Kelman, you know what to do, right? Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, become part of the Tall Man Clan. Costs you nothing, and it really, really does help out the channel. As we've been mentioning, we come to you live every single night from the cruise ships we're on, and we've got more to come after this. When this ship's over, we got several more coming, so stick with us, and we do appreciate you all. Because we only have 2 more nights here. Our last night, we're going to give you a wrap-up of what we think of this brand new, beautiful ship. And then tomorrow night, we're going to cover the rest of the passenger public areas. That would be deck 14 and up. So that's going to happen tomorrow night. Tonight, we're going to bring you some highlights from, obviously we already brought you some highlights from the ship, but we're going to show you some things from St. Thomas that are really special to us. We've been to St. Thomas a lot, but you know what? Before we do that, we got one more thing we got to do. Balcony cam.
There it is.
No live show coming from a ship would be complete without balcony cam. That is literally a live picture outside of our balcony. We are in cabin 11231. It is an infinite balcony. If you don't know what that means, we did an entire stream covering 13 different cabin styles on this ship, from inside up to the largest cabin, which is the iconic suite at 2,900 square feet. Welcome, Nautical Wanderers. Just subbed. Oh, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Tall Man Clan. We'll give you one of these too.
They are on Sunday.
Hercules. Oh, so you're going to be on Sunday,
Yes.
as well as Kelman Explorers. You guys will have to have a meetup.
Yes.
Right? In our honor. Have a cocktail. All right. But we can. Hello, Macrina. Yep, balcony cam. But without further ado, let's get to some St. Thomas stuff, because it's really special to us. We have made it to St. Thomas. You can see the brand new Celebrity Ascent right behind us. But something's different. We are docked in a place that we've never been before. Now, we have been to St. Thomas no less than 15 times. And we've always been docked in a certain area. So this is a new place for us to explore. So come along with us. This is a different port than we've been at as many times as we come to St. Thomas. As you can see, there's plenty of shopping, so if you don't want to venture out past the port area, anything you might want to get is here for you. Turns out this port area is for Royal Caribbean Group ships only. Well, we're on the Celebrity Ascent and they are part of the Royal Caribbean Group. Now, when you come to St. Thomas, one of the more amazing beaches to go to is over in Megan's Bay, which is on the other side of the island. The only way to get there is via taxi. However, we don't go there. We come to this place called Frenchman's Reef, not because of amazing food or amazing bars, but on this very spot right here, 24 years ago, Lisa and I got married. Well, not this spot. It was actually that spot.
But a hurricane came through here and sort of leveled the place some years ago, and they've just rebuilt it. In fact, it's just recently reopened as a Westin. It used to be a Marriott. So every time we come to St. Thomas, we come here and celebrate where we got married. So let's show you why we chose Frenchman's Reef. If you're coming here on a cruise ship and you only have one day, they do have a day pass for you to use the facilities. But if you want to come and stay a week here in St. Thomas, there is not a more beautiful hotel on this island than here at Frenchman's Reef by Westin. After a bit of a crazy taxi drive, we are back at the beautiful Celebrity Ascent. Time to get back on board. We hope you've enjoyed your day with us here in St. Thomas. Until we see you in the next destination, be safe.
Well, there you have it. Right where we got married 20 some odd plus 24 years ago. It's the bad cow. It's
Totally
the bad cow.
cow.
Yeah. And yeah, it was interesting to go back. It's the first time that we've seen it. Well, obviously they just reopened, which is I mentioned in the video. We've come back several times and it's been closed and closed and closed and closed. And we were hoping they weren't going to change too much, but the whole outdoor area where the pools and the bars and all the things, it's all been redone.
Yeah, it has.
There used to be one pool, now there's like three.
Mm-hmm.
And that gazebo I pointed at is, I mean, it kind of is a gazebo, but there's a bar underneath there. The gazebo we got married in was obviously much smaller, just your sort of normal wooden gazebo, and been replaced by an infinity pool and a bar.
Yes.
But you know, we were there exactly just about a year ago, and we could only get as far as the parking lot, and security was, yeah, they just weren't letting us in. So anyway, but yeah, that's our memory. A couple of little you know, house notes about St. Thomas. The drivers, you're going to take a lot of taxis. First of all, if you're going to rent a car, they drive like here on that island. Even though this is a U.S. Virgin Island, they drive on the left side, on the other side. So it's different than you're accustomed to driving. And so typically you're not going to rent a car. You're going to take a taxi everywhere you go. These guys and gals, wow. I don't know what else to say. They all drive seemingly like maniacs.
Yeah, there's very, very narrow roads, and a lot of times you'll see that the side view mirrors on these vehicles are gone. Because they just knock them off. There are some roads. In the video we were talking about going over to Megan's Bay. Yeah, it is curvy, and there are some spots actually in St. Thomas that it's a one-way road around a mountain, and they will literally blow the horn to let somebody know they're coming and not to go onto that road.
Hopefully they don't have their radios on loud and don't hear the horn. Yeah, if you are not one who is well with a vehicle driving curvy roads at 1,000,000 miles an hour, getting over to the opposite side of the island is going to be very, very tough for you.
Yes.
You know, I wear a patch to get on the cruise ship, plus take some different pills. St. Thomas, though, I love it. Been there dozens of times. It is very challenging for me because actually I have vertigo is what it is. And just anyway. So but before we go any further, we want to thank you guys, Kelman, and Nautical Wanderers, since it's both one and the same. So I guess you are going to have a meetup.
Thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate you.
You can buy each other a cocktail. Yes, and thank you for the super sticker. So St. Thomas can be a little bit challenging if you don't do well in very curvy roads going really fast.
Yes.
But that being said, this was our first time. As many times as we've been to St. Thomas, this is the first time that we've been at the Royal Caribbean / Celebrity sort of dock.
Yeah.
We've been here on Princess and Carnival and
NCL
and Holland and several of the others, and never thought much about it until we looked out our infinite balcony. I'm like, well, that just doesn't
look
right because there's a certain look, right? We're used to the views, like coming home, and I go to the very top deck and I'm looking around. And I'm like, is that a cruise ship way over there? What are we doing here? And then that's when we learned that Royal has their own spot. It's a little bit past downtown. If you're used to coming here on the other cruise lines and you do book a Royal and or Celebrity ship, if you guys are coming on here in a week, but in a week you're probably not doing Western, you're probably going Eastern. And anyway, if you're here and you end up at that dock, it's about a 10-minute cab ride to get to the other port area. There is much more shopping in that port area than this port area. But all the usual suspects are there, from your Diamonds International and the Tanzanite and the Carrie Lohas. All that was where we were today.
Yes.
But there just is a lot more at that other port, if you will. So, which is, of course, right across from the Skylift. There's all kinds of fun stuff to do in St. Thomas when you get here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't forget Blackbeard's Castle.
Yeah. We haven't walked up there in a long time. What is that, 100 steps?
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, so let's go down here. Sorry, major delay on my end, LOL. Yeah, we have never seen that dock before. Only been there on Carnival. Looks so different.
Yeah,
it does. Like I said, we got off, we're like, St. Thomas, where were we at? So
it's a beautiful pier. It really is. The way they've got the rocks leading down into the water, it's really pretty.
Yeah, and you're right there.
Yeah,
it's not a long walk. Some ports you pull into, it's like 14 miles to get off the dock just to get onto the where the shops are or whatever to get out of the port. But no, it was right there. It was nice. You saw in the time lapse on the highlight, Lisa did a time lapse of us backing out of the slip, if you will, and then leaving. So you got to see that. Speaking of seeing, we got our desserts.
Robert has something strawberry and something raspberry, and I have some pecan tarts.
I don't know. We're going to taste this one. I'm not sure what it is.
Pecan, depending on where you're from. How is that? Hope you have your desserts. Is it good?
Yeah.
Which one? That was the strawberry.
Yeah.
No, that was raspberry.
I think it was raspberry, even though it looks. Yeah, that's a raspberry. This is a strawberry. Same cake, just different topping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same cake.
And this tastes a lot like pecan pie.
That's good. All right. So that was the dessert. Let's get to dinner. So tonight we've gone full circle. Last night we had eaten in the last of the main dinings. So we decided we're going to go around again. So we went to Cyprus, which is the Greek inspired restaurant. If you're joining us tonight for the first time and you haven't gone back to watching any of the episodes, there are 4 main dining rooms. You can go eat at whichever one you want. There are a few entrees that are inspired, like this is a Greek inspired restaurant called Cyprus. And as you can see, the starters and the entrees, those are the same every single night. So no matter what night you go there, those are going to be exactly the same. What is different, I will show you, is going to be it's actually the right side of the menu. You see the entrees or the Celebrity Classics. Those are the same meals in every restaurant on that night. Okay, so you can choose where you want to go. We had, what did we have? I'm going to go back to the other menu. We tried the Greek mezza board, which great, love that. We just got back from Athens early in the year in Greek, and I'm not going to say this is exactly like that, but it was cool to have It's black and green olives. I don't know. It should be Kalamata olives. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it was good. It was good.
Yes.
We had the Moroccan lentil soup the last time we were there. That was pretty good too. It was a little thicker than we were expecting, but it was pretty good. Back to the main menu. Tonight, Lisa had steak and chips.
Which was very good.
And I had the turkey parmesan, which, I don't know, the Italian in me just says something wrong with turkey parmesan. I don't know. It's funny, when I saw on the menu, I'm like, is it just... It reminded Lisa of NCL years ago.
Years ago.
I don't know what their menus look like now. It's been a while since we've been on there. We're going to get on them again soon. It's been a while.
Yes.
But years ago, they used to just mix things up. Just things that probably shouldn't be together.
There are three things that stick out in my mind. It's very, very common to get a chicken Caesar salad. On NCL, it was a turkey Caesar salad. Then if you have a flan, it usually has a caramelized sugar on it. Not at NCL. Years ago, it was honey. I don't know about currently. And then when I would have my iced tea, I would ask for lemon. They would bring lime. So those are the three things that stick out in my memory. That's what that reminded me of this evening.
Yeah, and so I actually looked it up, and I found a recipe going back to 2016 for a turkey parmesan. It was good. I ate it, but it just... Is there something wrong with just chicken parm? I don't, sometimes we'll order, like we also ordered the rigatoni, I can't even read that tiny print. I'm sorry. I got glasses on. I can't even read that tiny print.
Bosco
Aioli. Iola.
Bosco Iola.
We ordered a small portion of that to try that. That was really good.
It was pretty good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kelman, I'd never heard of it either. That's why I actually spent a moment looking it up, because I'm like, do they have to? And it's like, we're going to have steak Diane, but we're going to leave the steak out, and we're going to put pork in there and call it pork Diane. It was good. It just was different. I don't know. Anyway,
there's just been a couple of things, and I think I had seen Kellerman a comment about that you were excited about the food. It has really been good.
Yeah,
it really has.
Yeah.
And there's just a couple of things that we're picking on.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it was good. I ate it.
Yes.
The only thing we haven't had, or the only thing that we did not like, or I did not like the entire cruise so far, was the dinner that I had last night. The main entree was not at all what I was expecting. It wasn't good for me. It just wasn't what I was expecting based upon what they said it was in the menu.
In the description.
Yeah. And so I didn't enjoy last night's meal. And so we went on a road trip last night, went up to the pizza place, and Macrina made us leave this cabin and walk upstairs and get pizza. It's Macrina's fault.
Love you, Macrina.
So when you go and watch last night and you see us walking around, it's Macrina's fault. Love you, girl. Anyway, so there you go. There was the menu for tonight, and we enjoyed it, even though it was strange. Turkey parm, I don't get it. Whatever, it was good. Don't be afraid. Different, but good. So okay.
Yeah,
so
food on this ship has definitely been really good, for sure.
The buffet on this ship has been the best looking, best stocked, most variety of any buffet I've seen on any ship to date.
Hands down.
Post-pandemic. We classify a lot of things pre and post, because if you've cruised post-pandemic, it's just different. There's a lot of things that are different. And buffets are one of them. They're just a little different. They've got everything.
They do.
Crazy.
They do.
Crazy.
But even pre-pandemic, on their buffet, they have, the grilled steaks. And I don't ever remember seeing grilled steaks, ribeye, and New York
lunch
strip
she's talking about,
on
not dinner.
Lunch.
You can get it's just sitting.
I don't ever remember seeing that on a
New
lunch buffet anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
New York Sirloin. And then we've seen twice, or New York Strip, sorry.
Yes.
They have ribeyes.
Yes.
I've had ribeyes up there twice.
Yeah.
And they got carvery and
And bacon every day.
Bacon every day for breakfast. Yeah. We give you highlights every day at the beginning of every episode, every live show. Again, I know some of you are new here. If you go back and watch the others, every day is a different set of highlights from that day. And we've shown the buffet a few times. And we're probably going to show it a couple of more times. Lisa went up and shot the buffet for dinner tonight. We didn't get it in the highlights for today, but we'll put it in tomorrow because the buffet does change daily. And
which is probably a good thing because honestly, my footage was bad.
I do most of the video. She's pictures, I'm video. All right. Coming. That's awesome. What a beautiful memory to visit. Yes. Sorry, major delay on my end. Don't worry about it. Yes, we have never seen that dock before. Only been there on a car. It looks so different. I remember the good old days when you would dock close to the Charlotte
Amalia.
Yeah, Amalia, and you could walk into Old Town Shop. Yeah, in fact, again, in our little quick thing, we went right by that really sort of old dock area. It's been completely redone now. It's just kind of part of the waterfront. It's beautiful down there, but we drove through there at like 90. In an open air thing with just...
Yes, with
holding
no door.
No doors.
He did say crazy cab driver, didn't he? He wasn't kidding.
I literally had to stop filming to try to sneak inside a little bit more and hold on with both hands because at one point I really thought I was going to be flown out. Not an exaggeration.
Not an exaggeration.
I want some. Is that from the buffet? If you're talking about the desserts, these are desserts from the buffet. We normally will eat dessert with dinner, and then our stream is a couple hours later, so we usually get just a little snack up there. One of the nights she made a Greek salad and brought that down, and we had that. And so we'll usually eat something with you guys while we're streaming.
Which, we were talking about the Greek food earlier. I love that they have a make-it-yourself
Greek salad.
Greek salad.
Yeah, on the bar.
They have that frequently. I'm not sure if it's every day, but every time I look for it, it's there. So I love.
Oh, this is your first celebrity cruise. Wow, you're about to fall in love. Truly, the food on this ship it's amazing. Really, there's only me personally. I think there's only one ship that we've been on that the food has been equal or maybe slightly better. And that would have been Virgin. Their food and their presentation was just amazing.
To die for.
It really was. There were no upscale restaurants. Everything was all-inclusive. However, and you could eat wherever you wanted. You could eat at the steakhouse. You could eat at the seafood house. You could eat wherever you want. It's all included. I will add, though, within each restaurant, they would have one or two, maybe three items if you wanted that were an upcharge. Like we went to the steakhouse and they had the stupid, ridiculous tomahawk,
32 ounce,
60 something. It was freaking huge.
You're right. It may have been bigger.
But it was like, I don't know, 30 or 40 bucks or whatever. But again, remember the restaurant itself was already free. So it's just, anyway. So I ate that one night, literally ate the entire thing. I mean, I sucked that bone dry.
You did.
It was amazing.
We had to roll them out.
Yeah. I did a bunch of stairs that night. Anyway, the food on I don't know, would you say it's pretty close?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, food's amazing.
It's really good.
It's better than any of the rest of the cruise lines, meaning the Royals and the Carnivals and the NCLs and the...
I will say the buffet though beats Virgin's buffet. I mean,
oh god, yeah. Well, first of all, Virgin doesn't really have a buffet, so you can't really classify the two.
Yeah.
Their buffet area is like 8 or 9 little restaurantettes. You don't go to them. You go and sit down, sort of in the seats around the buffet. You scan a little QR code and or you wait for somebody to come to your table and you tell them what you want. They then go get it and bring it to you. It's a little strange. It's the same thing every day.
Every day.
It's a little weird. The service is a little weird. So you can't really talk about that. But from the main dining experience, the restaurants on Virgin are, very equal. Yeah. As far as buffets go, this one here has been the best by far.
Yes.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Agree. Why turkey? Chicken or eggplant, but not turkey.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't, sometimes these, 4 or 5 star chefs, they just, I don't know.
They get bored too, I guess. Let's mix it up a little bit.
Don Corleone is rolling over in his grave. That's all I got to say. Oh, I like that. So you have some variety for dinner. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
The menu looks great. Yeah. And just hey, pick your choice. Now, look, if you go to one and you're just in love with everything in there, you
Stay
can go there
there.
every night. It's
Yeah.
okay. But we're here 7 nights, so we're gonna have each of the restaurants twice. One of them we're gonna skip. I'm not sure which one we're gonna skip. We'll figure that out by the end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nutter turkey parm. Not sure about that. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
It's like Mandela effect almost. They remember the recipes differently. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. There's sometimes we get something and they say it's one thing, but what comes to the table on the plate tastes remarkably like something else.
True.
And I'm trying to think of something. Well, like tonight, that pasta dish. What was it? It was
The
rigatoni, busca. It tasted a lot like, to me, like fettuccine Alfredo, except it wasn't fettuccine, it was rigatoni. And they spruce it up with big words like, arugula and Pinot Grigios.
Pinot Grigio sauce.
You know what? I just, maybe they think that, someone's not going to notice. I don't know. Again, we're not picking on them specifically, but it's all the cruise lines that we've been on here in months past. It comes down the table and like, well, that looks a lot like mac and cheese, not whatever they said it was, or a breakfast from the little machine and they tell you it's orange juice. It's not orange juice, it's orange drink. If you want orange juice, that's $6 for fresh squeezed orange juice.
Oh, that was.
I know, but here, and actually, we missed it. We were late to breakfast, so I didn't get orange juice.
Yeah.
The orange juice yesterday was very watery.
Was it?
Yeah, it's like they thinned it up.
Oh.
It tasted like
Are you
orange
sure
drink.
it wasn't just running out?
No.
Because I've seen the machines that they do run dry, and it's just clear water coming out. So
Yeah, I don't know. Could be.
Yeah.
I hope it didn't turn into orange drink.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just running out.
I always make a pizza run. Love it. Yeah, so somebody had asked me about the pizza a couple nights ago, and I promised I'd eat it. Normally, it's like second thing I eat on the ship. Buffet, walk around, then pizza. And I haven't done it. Again, the Italian in me, I got to go do it. I've been walking by it. It just didn't look good. They're real small, looks really doughy. But I got harassed last night, so we literally took it. We're on our computer, right? So actually, here you'll see here. Since a lot of you knew, we're gonna put up our window. We have an infinite balcony. You can see the window going up. That's what an infinite balcony. If you didn't know what that means, it's sort of part of the inside of the room, but partly not.
And then you'll just see the reflection of me in the glass.
Yeah. So here we are sitting. All right. So here we are. So you can see the computer, right? There it is. So we just took the computer off the stand and walked with it up 2 flights to the buffet and got some pizza. And we classified it third best.
Yeah, we were pleasantly surprised.
Even though it didn't look good, it was actually very tasty. MSC was number 1 for pizza. Mm-hmm. For us, our taste buds, Carnival, number 2. Number 3, Celebrity.
Yeah.
So if you like pizza, you're going to like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I always make a pizza run. Love it. Me too, right? Wow, never seen that on a cruise buffet. Never seen what?
What were we talking about? Oh, the steak. It must have been
the steak. Yeah, it must have been. Yep.
Yeah, lunch buffet too. Not even dinner buffet. Lunch buffet.
It's an amazing thing. You guys are gonna like.
Yeah.
Look, forget the elevators. It's nothing but stairs, up and down and up and down and up and down. They got a great gym. Go to that buffet and go crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nice buffet. I wish Carnival would mix it up a little bit for. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just.
I mean, hopefully it'll come back. I mean, this is all, we keep talking about post-COVID. A lot of things have changed since COVID.
Yeah.
And they start bringing back the midnight buffet. It's limited, but
that's a joke.
It kind of is, but at least it's something.
It is.
So hopefully,
Could we
other
start with just
things-
bacon for breakfast every day? That
every
would be a
day-
good thing.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Yeah.
I would love
Post-pandemic, if you didn't know, Carnival only has bacon every
bacon
other
every
day.
other day.
As she mentioned, they just brought back the midnight buffet. It's not really at midnight now. I think it's like
It
11.
is. It's
Was it
midnight.
at midnight?
Yeah, it's at midnight.
Very, very limited offerings. You've got the pizza, hot dogs, hamburgers, a couple little sandwiches. I mean,
Potato
potato
salad.
salad, a
It's-
couple little desserts. I mean, it's really, really small.
Yeah, the desserts I think are like 2 different kinds of cookies.
If you remember back in the day with the ice sculptures and all this.
Yes, no, gone.
Now, even here, there's no real midnight buffet, but they keep the buffet going. There's stuff up there.
Yeah.
It does get limited after a certain hour. I forget what it is, but there seems to always be something up there.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, everybody.
It's that,
We're live.
that strawberry cake.
All right, I agree. Carnival needs to add more variety in that buffet.
Yeah.
They cut a lot. Yeah, they did. They really have.
Yeah.
Getting cheap. And nickel and diming on top of that. But that was a conversation from a few nights ago. We're not going to go there again.
29
we could.
square feet.
Yeah. Can't wait to try Virgin for the food, but not sure about the other aspects of Virgin. Look, we surmise it as this. We enjoyed ourselves. Really. We were on the Resilient Lady. It was their maiden voyage. It was in Europe. It was a 7-day Greek Isles.
Yeah,
Okay. There's no kids, right? So we're 18 and up. And because of that, everything's a little bit more adult. Everything's a little bit more suggestive. Everything's a little bit more risque. But
And lots of 4-letter words everywhere.
yeah, but in some cases, no more than you want it to be, right? If there's something just a little too far out there, then you can leave or not stay or don't go if you don't know. One of the examples, at one night of every one of their cruises, they have something called Red Night. And at 9 o'clock, all the lights on the ship go red, and the party begins. And it's kind of ship-wide. And, it can get a little wild. So that night...
We stayed in and watched a movie.
Yeah, stay in your cabin and watch a movie.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was great.
Yeah.
Just remember, it's adult. It's a little more risque. They're just not holding back. The perfect example, I've said it multiple times in different streams, is the name of their ice cream shop. Okay, it's not Scoops. It's not Get Your Ice Cream Here. It's called Lick Me to Ice Cream.
Lick me till ice cream.
Lick Me Till Ice Cream.
Ice
Lick
cream.
Me Till Ice Cream. Right? I think that should say it all right there. That's exactly, how it is. We had a wonderful time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we're not hanging pineapples upside down on our door. We're not doing any of that stuff. But we still had a great time. Okay? Hopefully that helps. Maybe they had an excess turkey from Thanksgiving. Maybe. I never thought of that.
They did have Thanksgiving. They had turkey dinner
They
a couple of nights ago.
They did have turkey a couple nights ago.
They had turkey a couple. You might
Yeah.
be right.
Damn, we couldn't get rid of that turkey from Thanksgiving.
Let's
Supposed to have
reprint it.
chicken parm. Well, it's now turkey parm. Reprint them menus. I guess. I don't know. Towards the end of the week, they literally mix it up a bit. Yeah, it's all those leftovers. Man, what haven't we run out of yet? Haha. I didn't twist your arm. You had to eat the pizza. It wasn't a hard twist at all. I think it was barely a nudge.
Yeah, it was just a suggestion.
Love it. Yes, steaks. It's midnight snacks, but at least I have it. Yeah, no, you're correct. And that's what we were just saying. It's something's better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing that about all cruise lines, with the exception of this one, is things everywhere seem to shut off at a certain hour.
Yeah.
Right? We sleep at odd times. Thus, if you go back and watch some of our streams, it's why we look like we have the ship to ourselves, because we do, because everybody's sleeping, except for our dumbasses. We're walking around the ship filming it for you guys. But it's amazing to find out that there's a lot of the ships, there's nowhere to get a drink. I'm not talking about a bar. I'm just talking about water.
Yes.
Like from the ice thing with the water. Almost all the ships, they shut them off at a certain hour. I don't know what the hour is on every ship, but they shut them off. Here, They do shut a couple of them off, but most of them, like up in 14,
one on
the main
14,
one,
yeah, the main buffet.
24 hour, 24/7.
Yeah.
By the way, a couple of notes. God, we gotten so far off track. A couple of notes for tonight. The drink packages here is something we didn't know, but we found out. Unless the person we spoke to was completely wrong.
No, I asked about the classic. I didn't ask about the alcoholic.
Well, the classic is alcoholic.
Okay. Well,
The
okay,
classic
enough.
beverage package covers everything, alcohol or not alcohol, up to $10.
That's true.
The premium does it.
That's
We
true.
asked about drink limits, right? There's always a thing about drink limits, and look, this is not, this is not Carnival. It's different. It just is. But there are no limits. The only limit is you can only get 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Drink as many as you want,
'Cause
but you can only order 2 at a time.
Yeah, because I went up and I got, cappuccino for myself and I got him a Coke. And so I asked the lady, I says, well, are there any limits? If I want 30 cappuccinos, can I get 30 cappuccinos? She says, yes, but only 2 at a time. So,
Only
yeah.
2 at a time. The other update, 100% no smoking in the
casino.
In the casino.
Mhm.
And 3, we talked about the annex last night, and it's a private for-pay area. It's for group building, special groups, whatever you want. Here are the parameters. You're going to pay for a minimum of 10 people, but it maxes at 15. Okay? So the charge is kind of cover 10 people, but if you have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, up to 15, there's going to be an upcharge of $35 more per person, no matter what the event would be. Okay? For example, if you want to go in there and have some kind of celebration, it is $275 for the first 10 people, and then $35 for each additional person, but only up to 15 total people. Okay? Karaoke is $200, again, up to 10 people, and then $35 more for each of the next 5. Game day streaming, $150, and the sports simulation, $250. So if you were thinking about booking that, it's done through Shore Excursions, paying anywhere from $150 to $275. Up to 10 people. Okay? Is there anything else on that list for the day?
That was all that I had on my list. Yeah. You guys let us know if we overlooked anything, but I think we've answered all the questions. So, speaking of questions, if you are new to the channel.
Yes. Here, the first of let's get to some more, housekeeping done. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, become part of the Tall Man Clan, right? It is free to you. It really does help out the channel. We really do appreciate it. And just share it with your friends. If you got Facebook groups for your cruise coming out, put the links in there and tell them you found these 2 crazy individuals and you're streaming live every night from their cabin. Thank the Lord, the Wi-Fi.
Requests.
Yeah, we take requests. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, first time, we're here for a couple more days. So if you're live right now, any of you guys watching, and you have a question specific about this ship, leave it down there in the chat. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment. We read and answer all the comments, and we will do our best tomorrow during the day to try to find the answer for you and bring it in tomorrow night's stream. Okay? But we only got 2 days left. So don't wait, because we're going to be off the ship, and then we're going to be no different than you are. Going, I don't know. I should have I was on the ship. I don't know. All right. So if you have a specific question, please feel free to ask. We love getting you guys the answers. Okay.
Yes, we do.
All right. So back. You guys both look great. You're gaining weight just thinking about it. Hey, look, you're only seeing from here up, guys.
Yeah, trust me, that belly is getting bigger. Both of us. Oh.
No, that's about normal right there. I could lose about 12, 15 pounds and I'd be a lot happier. So
Well, it's all those extra desserts, but we gotta have something
we
while
do
we're streaming.
look. We do walk a bunch of steps.
We do.
Yeah, we try to do the steps as much as possible.
Yeah, especially when we're doing the deck walks. We walk a lot of steps.
We do. We have a late night tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why I eat breakfast in the main dining room on Carnival. Bacon always in the main dining room daily. Yeah. Yeah.
There you
It
go.
just our main
It's not
dining.
so long though.
Yeah, our main dining experience, our main dining room experiences for anything other than dinner have always been a disaster.
Yeah.
Every single time we've tried, whether it's been breakfast, whether it's been lunch, whether it's been brunch, it's
No
like
matter the cruise line.
a 3-hour ordeal, and we never get everything we ordered. So we're like, you know what? We're just gonna go to the buffet. We'll be in and out in 20 minutes.
And that's not just Carnival; it's all the cruise lines
Yeah.
for us.
It just, we've got horrible food karma or something. I don't know.
Breakfast and lunch karma, I guess. I don't know.
Did you get seafood in the buffet like the preview sailings had? So, yes. Now, let me preface everything. We do not like seafood, and so we don't belly up to the bar with the seafood. However, we do get close enough to show you. I mean, we're not allergic to it. We're just not eating it. They had this. God, I've got to put it back to the regular.
It was like from my waist down.
They had this, because the camera's not even big enough.
No.
They had this big fish. I don't know what the heck it was. It was huge. Up there on ice a few days ago.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of different fish around it. There's going to be a special buffet. It's not going to be just seafood, but they're going to feature seafood. I saw it. I got invited to the 2-day event that happened before this inaugural sailing. So I was out here 2 days before Lisa with a friend of mine. And thank you so much, Chris, for the invite and bringing me with you. I really do appreciate it. Cruiser Travels. Go see them. Anyway. And so the food, I'm not going to tell you, not gonna lie, I think the food was just slightly different. It was their naming. They called it the naming cruise or something like that. It's where the ship was christened. The godmothers. We have 2 godmothers for the ship because we actually have 2 captains for the ship. They're brothers. Very neat thing. And so it was nothing but executives and industry people, and it just the ship wasn't full. There wasn't about maybe 1,500 people on here. But the spreads, whoa! I went up there one day and it was like seafood everywhere. It was crazy. Never mind the steaks. They have a carvery. Like right now, they'll have 2 or 3 different things. During the 2 days, they had 3 or 4 different things. So they added like 1. But when I talked to one of the chefs, I said, hey, I was here for the 2-day thing and this thing with the seafood. And he's on one of the sea days, they do a special buffet more geared towards seafood. We haven't seen it yet, which means it's coming up in a couple days. So we will video that and show it to you. But if it's anything like what I saw on that 2-day, there was like, shrimps, of course. There was
I've seen
crawfish, clams,
yes.
crab claws,
Yes.
lobster tail,
Yeah.
different fishes, just all kinds. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it was like a wow, crazy thing, and I don't know how else to explain it to you. But yeah, all right, you guys are laughing and crying.
I've seen a lot of that during the normal buffets too.
Because is what you make it to make your own vacation enjoyable. Of course, exactly.
Always.
That's what we do. Look, if you want to stay out on red night, stay out on red night. Just don't do it if you're going to be easily offended and then be mad. I mean, it just right. So
just go in knowing that that's what's going to happen and plan for it.
People aren't going to come up and pull you into a corner. Not anything like that. It's just going to be a little vivid and in your face. What happens on Carnival, what happens on Virgin during Red Night stays on Virgin. Do you stream at the same time each night? Yeah, we try. Again, an asterisk. We try to do it at 8 o'clock Eastern every single night. However, we are at the mercy of the internet. Here, we're on a ship in the ocean. For God's sakes, in the middle of, I don't know, nowhere right now. And, it's going to work or it's not going to work. We never know. So far, the Wi-Fi here has actually been not too bad. Not the best, not the worst. It's been working. So we've been coming on at 8 o'clock every night. However, sometimes there's a show that we want to see, not just for ourselves, but it's new. All the shows on the ship are brand spanking new. Tomorrow night, there's a show that's going to start a half an hour into our stream. Well, look, we've been with you guys now for 50 minutes. That means we're going to miss the show. So we got 2 choices. Either we miss the show. I've actually seen the show already because they did it while I was on the ship. Or I'm going to sit here by myself solo and she's going to go watch it. Right? So, but we try to come on at 8 o'clock every night. I'll save you a little bit of effort, but you got to go back and watch the other videos anyway. When we're done with this in a couple days, we're getting right on the Symphony of the Seas. Like literally walking down the dock and getting on the Symphony of the Seas. And then we have a few days off, and then we're going to get on the Carnival Jubilee for its maiden voyage out of Galveston. Sorry. Man, Galveston's a little slow. Out of Galveston. And that will take us basically all but into 2024, because that is from the 23rd to the 30th. We'll be home for New Year's Eve. And then we are back to where we still work for a living, believe it or not. We cruise for 2 months, work for 4 months. Cruise for 2 months, work for 4 months. Okay? So that's kind of what we do. And we bring it to you when we're on the ships. We're going to be a little bit better about keeping some videos coming to you when we're off the ships. We got a bunch of content that we videoed while we're here, and we will slowly release it to you when we're off the ships to keep you guys fed. And maybe occasionally drop in a live stream so you guys can say hello, because we enjoy being live with you. We enjoy the interaction. You are part of the show, the conversation that we have through the chat. Okay, it's not just a B-flat comment that you leave and wonder if anybody's read it. You're literally part. We read the comments. You've been watching us read the comments, and so speaking of, time to read the comments. Do all cruise lines have chair hogs at the pools? Do all cruise lines? I can't answer all cruise lines, but it seems like all the ones we've been on do.
Yeah.
So I think because of, laws and ADA and this, that, or whatever that. Yeah. Again, it's going to be hard to say about all cruises, but all the ones we've been on, yeah, I would say yes.
Maybe I need to go back and read that comment again, because I think I misunderstood.
Do all cruise lines have chair hogs
at the
pool?
pool?
It's a thing, right? So look, cruise lines create rules and laws, but they have to enforce them. So if somebody's going to come and put their crap on a chair and leave it there for 14 hours, but never be there, and I'm talking not just a chair, but 12 chairs, I can tell you on this ship, I don't think they could possibly fill up all these chairs on this ship. I don't think you're going to have to worry about it. Now, I will say this, though. The area right around the pool, this is not a Carnival ship, so it's not 14 decks overlooking the pool. But there's a ton of space and chairs. So as far as the hoggers, it's going to happen on all ships.
Yeah, it is. That's just human nature.
Yeah.
Sadly.
We talked about human nature last night.
Courtesy.
The chair hogs.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, so was it after or before? I hit the elevator button, which, so we haven't covered this, and I should probably video it. So up is green, down is red. And so there's lights around the elevators. And so if you've hit the up button, you want to go up, the whole lighting around the elevator will go green, so you can visually see it, because there's 8 elevators in each bank, and the elevator bank's kind of wide.
And you won't get confused, because the up arrow that you have to push to get on the elevator is green. Yeah, the down arrow is red, so you won't forget.
And so I can't remember if we're going up or down. It doesn't matter. And the elevator opens up. We take 3 steps to the elevator, and the woman in there caught my eye and then hit the close the door button as she was looking at me. Now, this was literally right after we finished talking about courtesy and what is up with people these days. And if I was that rubber dude from the Fantastic Four, I would have stretched my hand out through that door, snatched that woman in the neck, and pulled her through the door. Because, she looked at me right in the eyes as she pushed the button to close it on us. Man,
2,900 square feet.
Why? You're entitled to have that elevator to yourself? Are you that important? So put that with your chair hogs. Yeah. The answer is yes. Yeah, you're never going to get away from it. You're just not, which sucks. Now, are there kids on the ship pressing all the buttons? No. There are kids on the ship. They've all been very, very well behaved. Not one. Now, I will say, they're not digital elevators like MSC. MSC, there's no buttons. actually in the elevators. You touch the keypad on the outside, and the elevator comes to you. And anyway, this one, the inside, it's not like manual buttons. It's like an iPad you touch on the inside of the elevators. If you get too close, you're going to rub it and it's going to touch 3 floors.
Yeah, it does.
That's happened by accident.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. It's not on purpose as opposed to... No. But yeah, you're going to have the hogs. You're not going to get away from it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I digress. Hey, you're taking one for the team. Have another dessert. Well, okay, Macrina, if you insist. Strawberry. That's so good.
Right. Yes, and I love the Infinite Veranda. Absolutely love it. We have we've got our little setup here that we've kind of permanently left here on the veranda. So we're not really using it as a balcony, but it's a full glass. So we can come in and raise and lower the window as we want to, but we can see the entire thing, but it's additional space.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it.
There's only one thing that I don't like, and there's no way around it, is when the window is down, your AC and or your heat goes off.
Yes.
And so we are down in the tropics. It is bloody hot. I am not lying. For all you in cold weather climates right now, get on a ship and go down to St. Thomas, St. Martin. Holy crap.
St. Martin. Oh my goodness.
But with that window down, it gets bloody hot in this cabin.
It does.
Now, once we put it up, it takes about a half an hour to maybe an hour to sort of 100% equalize. That kind of sucks.
We don't have balcony game on.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we turned it off so you could
sorry.
show how big the fish
There you
was.
go, balcony
There you go, Macrina.
So the flip-flop, if it's cold, let's say you're on an Alaska cruise in your early season and it's cold, or one of their ships with infinite balconies is in a colder climate and you open it down, all that heat is going to run out. That's the only thing that I don't like. But there's no way around that. They've got to turn it off, because if not, it's just going to be sucked right out anyway.
But I mean, if it's that hot or that cold, you can actually have the window closed because it's a full window, and you're not missing any views. You're just not hearing the sound of the ocean.
But it might as well be an ocean view then, because that's all it is at that point.
Well, but ocean views, you kind of have. Usually it's a smaller window, and you kind of have to stand up and look at it.
That's true.
You don't have to.
Well, on most of the new ships, though, they're pretty big.
Yeah,
we've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a small thing. Love it. Wouldn't change it. Would still get it. Just, I don't know. I almost sort of, I don't know. I'm 50-50.
I love it.
All right. Hey, you're doing okay. Yes. Fish parmesan tomorrow. No, not a chance in hell, Macrina.
Oh, no.
No.
That neither one of us will try that.
We want to get on Symphony of the Seas. We will be on Jubilee, but not till next September.
Oh.
Well, you can follow us on the stream, and you'll know everything there is to know about it.
Yeah, because as soon as we get off this ship, we're on Symphony.
Yep, and then Jubilee right after that.
Yeah, the inaugural for Jubilee. Yeah.
We will say hello to Kendall for you. We will try to actually get interviews. We try to do that with all the cruise directors, but it's a little tough. These guys and gals are ridiculously busy.
Yeah.
I won't say more so on one line or the other. They all have duties no matter what cruise line they're on. The Carnival cruise directors are certainly seem to be out in the spaces more. I haven't seen our guy here a ton. I know he's here, Luigi. We've run into him a couple of times. But like when we were on the Venezia, we Mark Q. I swear we ran into him 18 times a day.
At least.
We ran into him so many times. He got familiar and friendly with us. He actually sat down and gave us an interview, and we sat down with him for 15, 20 minutes, and we did an interview with Mark Q. So we'd love to do interviews with Kendall and all the guys and gals, but we try, but we'll say hello. We'll say, Kendall, Calman Explorer says hello. It's great to see your shows live. Yeah, Macrina,
thank you.
we've asked through several of the streams, who likes to see those live. These are premiere shows. Nobody's seen them before. And so we take our camera, our actual phone, with celebrities' permission, by the way. We videoed the shows in their entirety, stream them to you live. The problem is, even though celebrity says, go ahead and do it, YouTube says, eh. So we've said to people, if you want to see the shows, we will gladly do that, but you got to know I can only literally leave it up there for a handful of hours. It's got to be gone before the 24-hour mark. So usually, by the 12th, 14th hour, I got to delete it or I get in trouble. And so it does make it kind of hard when the shows are at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, 10:45 your time, because we're an hour difference now. It's only, actually, it's the other way. It's 10 o'clock here right now for us. So anyway, the point trying to be, when we're able to go see the shows, there's not a lot of you over there watching because, well, you're got regular life to get to. And so you would miss it anyway. And so we've had to make a decision that we're just not going to stream live the shows. Now, we may try to record them. We may try to do a Patreon thing. We have a Patreon account, but we may do a membership thing. I don't know. If I can find a way
to put them up there,
for those who really want to see it, maybe we can do that. But yeah, I just, being from an entertainment musician myself, I'm not trying to steal money from somebody. We're trying to be above the law and all these things. But yeah, the music in there it's copywritten music. And even though Celebrity has the right to use the music and they pay royalties, this, that, whatever, I can stream it live, but I got to turn it off right after that. Okay. So yeah, we like to see that. 2,900 square feet. Yes, it is warm in front of this window.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's hot.
Is.
I mean, you can't see, but I'm sliding down the arm of my chair. It's pretty warm. Larry, Fabio's jumping on to watch. Fabio!
Oh, we miss you.
Ciao bella. Fabio is a friend of ours from Italy. Do you feel that Carnival's cruise directors are the most energetic and have guest involvement? Yes.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Look, they're the fun ships, right? And fun starts with the cruise director and his staff. And his staff is going to be, or her staff, right? And so the cruise director's staff is going to be a direct reflection of the energy that cruise director puts out themselves, whether it's, on stage or off stage, right? That person sets the tone for what it's going to be. What's his name on the celebration?
Lee. Yeah.
God, we had great with Lee.
Yeah.
We didn't get to interview him, but we had him on.
He actually jumped in on one of our live streams.
Yeah. We were
so
hanging.
That was cool.
We honestly, we prefer to try to stream from public places so you can see some different public areas. The problem is, with most of the ships, there's just not a quiet enough space to do it, which we get back into the music problems, right? The music is loud and YouTube can hear it. It copyrights the entire stream, and then I got to delete it. And then, somebody 3 months from now comes in, hey, you covered every deck but deck 7. Why didn't you cover deck 7? Well, we did cover deck 7, but we did it in a public space, and there was a copyright strike, and I had to delete it. Anyway, so unfortunately, the safest place for us is in the cabin. But, we prefer some of the cruise lines, if it's a little bit more quiet in different areas. Look, on the Celebration, we were out on the back deck, or upper decks. Every night. Yeah. Because the Wi-Fi was great up there.
And the music was quiet enough.
Quiet enough that we were talking. It was all great. So, yeah. So, but definitely, the Carnival cruise directors are out there. Lee, your cruise director. That's his YouTube channel. That's his Facebook. That's his Instagram. Look it up. Lee, your cruise director.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a lot of fun.
Lee, the cruise director is great. Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
Really. Well, he comes from an entertainment background. He was a dancer, singer, more singer, right? And so, he's able to get up there and actually do all the steps with the dancers and stuff, and he's very energetic about it. And so,
and he's not shy at all.
No. and if you didn't know, I'm not spreading any rumors. I'm not saying anything the man himself doesn't say, but he's not gay.
and his own words, I believe, were something like
surprise.
Yeah, because he was talking about his girlfriend, and he's like, "I gotcha."
Yeah, no, he's just a English chap.
Mm-hmm.
He's
a lot of fun.
Yeah, his girlfriend's one of the dancers.
Yeah.
On the inaugural, they do a lot of things different than they do in the regular 7 days, and so plus we were like, what was it, 14 or 15 days transatlantic. And so they were trying to fill up time and things to do. So he had like a Q&A one day for an hour or whatever it was. And
his mom was there. It was
great.
It
was neat.
Yeah.
And it was, we're only, but everybody, for whatever reason, this is our first time. I had never cruised on another ship with Lee before. And so I had no idea. But with his mannerisms, I would have thought he was gay. But no, he's not. I again, come from an entertainment background, dancers and singers and this, that, or whatever. And I would have lost a lot of money. That's all I got to say.
And he obviously knows it too by his surprise.
Yeah. You should see the look of the people's audience, because I went around
it was. The whole audience did that. That's true.
He does that on purpose, I think.
I think so.
All right, time for another bite. My sugar is running low.
Oh, no.
Mm.
You know what? I'm going to have some of this too.
Yep. All right.
So do we have any more comments?
If we don't have any more comments, we've been on with you guys for about an hour and 10 minutes tonight, hour and 8 minutes, something like that. So we'll cut it off until tomorrow. If you've made it this far in the replay, you probably haven't. But if you do, and you have a question about this ship, before you write that question in the comments, then we will gladly please thumbs up, subscribe, share, become part of the Tall Man Clan. It's free to you.
Yeah.
Right. And it really does help the channel. I know you probably hear a lot of YouTubers talk about that, but that is how the channel grows. Mm-hmm. Right. When you like the videos or you share the videos, it tells YouTube that maybe that's pretty good. Maybe we should show it to a couple people. And that's what they do. They make suggestions, like, when you open up your YouTube thing and there's videos there, you're like, oh, why is that there? Well, it's there because someone like yourself watched it, gave it a thumbs up and or shared it, and YouTube is spreading the love around. And that's how we grow. And we love to be bringing you more. But that's all part of the growth process, right? You may see us on Sunday. Probably not, though. We have a 12 a.m. run. Yeah, but we are glad we found your channel. Yeah, thank you, Kelman. Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys nightly when we're here. Please feel free to chat with us.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we'll probably be you've got a 12 p.m. to be on this ship. We've got an 11 to be on the new ship. So we'll be off this one and on this. But if you want, on this ship right here, what you're looking at, this is cabin 11231. You can come by and just wave at the door like we're in here. Okay? What is your favorite bar on this ship? Wow, that's like asking a father what his favorite child is. First of all, we are not big drinkers. So that's going to knock like 99% of the bars of this thing out.
We've had one alcoholic beverage.
Well, that's not true.
On the ship.
That's not true.
Oh.
I've had the strawberry daiquiri.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Without me?
No. Oh, that was on the 2-day. That was on the 2-day.
That was, on the 2-day.
Okay, we've had one alcoholic drink.
Since I've been here, and we drank about this much of it because it was stiff. It was
last night.
It was in the Normandy restaurant.
Normandy restaurant. It was the French daiquiri. It came to us in this tiny little, You
and
know,
we're going,
oh,
$15 for this teeny little thing.
It was $15.
We couldn't finish it. The two of us couldn't finish it.
I took one sip of it. I was, holy cow! Thank God I didn't have a lighter in front of me. I would have burned the ship down. Yeah, we left half of it. It was pretty stiff. I'm sorry, Kelman, we can't answer the bar question.
Yeah.
We look at them as we go by. We video them. We show you where they all are. But just not being big drinkers, we don't partake.
Do you think we could find Larry's friend, Mark?
We'll ask around.
Yeah, we can ask around. We've got some friends on here.
Well, look, that's also going to be a subjective thing.
Yeah,
right?
that's true too.
If you like martinis, they got a martini, especially Martini Bar,
That
which is
is
right
true.
down the atrium. That's going to be your favorite bar. If you like more frozen drinks, then you're going to be more
Probably
partial to
poolside.
the poolside bar because they're the ones that make all the frozen drinks.
And if you want to watch all those sports games, you're probably going to want
Yep.
the sports bar.
Yep. So
That is very true.
there is a bar for everyone on this ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Okay, you're trying. I'm trying. Yeah. Try that. I want to know what your thought was. I thought it was like gasoline. Holy
Yeah.
crap. But again, this coming from two respectfully non-drinkers.
Yeah.
Like we're not kidding. We'll order a strawberry daiquiri and the two of us will drink half of it and have a buzz. I mean,
Yeah.
we just don't drink.
Yeah.
Used to. Just had to stop. Just, fire water. You think I'm kidding. Well, I don't think, give me just a second. Hang on. Just,
We'll pull up.
let me just see. No, it's not that one. It said what was in it.
It did.
I just got to go find.
Find the menu.
Yeah. Downloads. See, we aim to please here. That's what we do. It would have been yesterday. Oh, yeah.
Is that it?
It might be it. All right, hang on. What do I gotta do? Gotta close that. Going back to menu. All right, we're getting rid of the Cypress menu.
Okay.
Cypress goes away.
Oh. Is that it?
It is it.
That is it. Blow that thing up.
All right, it had in Bacardi Silver Rum, rose wine, vermouth, and a fresh lime. Oh, sorry. There you go. So the night that you go into the Normandy restaurant, that's where you can get that at. As you can see, it's $15. If you have the regular classic drink package, it means you're going to pay $5 more for that cocktail. If you have the premium drink package, I think anything up to 17 is included, so you're good to go. All right. So there, yeah, that's what it was. The French daiquiri. I'm telling you, it's in this tiny little V-shaped, like, baby martini glass.
It's about the size
it's
of my
so
hand.
small.
Like,
Not even. It's anyway.
yeah,
and
you're right. It was
we were making
smaller.
fun of it when it first showed up. We're like, this cost me $15. I'm mad. And then I took a sip. I'm like, okay. I'm no longer mad. I'm sad. I can't drink all of it. Oh Lord, yeah, it was pretty stiff. But yeah, but for those who drink, you may enjoy it. Try it. We're gonna go back to balcony camp. There we go.
All right.
All right. Well, fire on. So on that note, y'all, it's been a pleasure hanging out. Thank you so much, Kelman. It's a pleasure to have you guys with us.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the Tall Man Clan. And we will be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And we will have our upper decks, 14, 15, 16, 17, for tomorrow night. We're going to do that all in one night because, to be honest, they go pretty quick. You're going to love how the upper decks look on this. They are so different.
Yeah.
Okay? And, of course, we'll have our highlights as well of the day. And maybe some stuff in Dominican Republic. DR? Yeah, we'll go to the Dominican Republic tomorrow. We have a late docking. We don't get there until 11:30 and gangway up at 5:30. So short day in Dominican Republic. And then
On
day
our
at
way
sea.
back home.
All right. So until we see you all again tomorrow or somewhere else in the high seas, be safe.